When you reference the release and using your hands, I know you talk about sort of there's three biggies, right? There's releasing it on time, square, and on plane.
Reshape this Y after impact. Y must come after.
Yeah,
so
okay.
Makes it easy to remember,
like that.
right? So break the tail off the Y and put it back together right out here where we have this yellow ball. The natural rotation of our forearms and hands. And I call it the crossover. That's where we cross over, where the right arm crosses over the left arm, right here at about right arm parallel.
Okay.
And now you see the shape of that club right now, right?
Essentially the piece of the Hitchhiker would be if I took my lead arm only and I were swinging the club back and through like this. You see this all day on the tee with good players.
You're not even paying attention.
Just naturally doing it.
Just swinging and see what it's doing. Yes.
I'm gonna feel that little bit of the elbow down, a little bit of that natural arm rotation. Little 3/4 swing. Golf ball cannot be hit better than that, Mr. Jones.
Jack Nicklaus, the release is simply the natural rotation of the arms and hands as the body turns through the ball.
Okay, Mr. Jones, learning how to release the club and use our hands correctly in the golf swing. You've got 3 killer little segments and drills for us today. Starting off with part number 1, the most important part. Talk us through the Y, baby.
The Y. Well, when we set up to the golf ball, the shaft and our arms make the shape of a Y, right? So then as we take the club away and hinge the hands, I just broke the tail off my Y. Okay, well, I've got to put that Y back together. And so when I break the tail off, I want to put it back together right out here. This is where I get back in line and reshape my Y, right out here in front. Now, some people will break the tail off and put it back together too soon, like maybe out towards that white ball. That's going to hit a hook. And then I think a lot of amateurs hang on. They hang on too long. I think it's a fear thing. It's okay to use your hands, right? That's what we want people to know. It's a ball and stick sport. We got to hit the thing. So
yeah,
let's get this Y built, break the tail off, and put it back together where you're right out here in front of you. Now, when those that hang on too long, they won't put that Y back together until way over here. Now I've just hit a big right.
Yeah.
I've hit a big right, thin right, and I still haven't put it back together. So I call it the YMCA drill because we're going to reshape this Y after impact. Y must come after.
Yeah,
so
okay.
Makes it easy to remember,
like that.
right? So break the tail off the Y and put it back together right out here where we have this yellow ball.
Yeah, and question on that, Greg, and obviously we'll show in the video the face-on version so they can see that as well. When you're saying out here, you have a little clock kind of reference for where the balls are?
Yeah, I'm not sure how we see this clock, but to me, if this is 12 o'clock, that would be 11, 10, 9 as I'm looking at the clock. And so I'm going to put this thing right back together at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, love that.
And now I'm back in line again.
And we'll see the images of the screen of obviously some of the pros going through this. So Greg, when you reference the release and using your hands, I know you talk about sort of there's 3 biggies, right? There's releasing it on time, square, and on plane. On time, square, and on plane. This is really the timing element, right?
Yes,
this is the timing.
This is when.
This is the when.
This is when. When do I put it back together? Right out here at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, love that.
Yes.
And so once someone gets the timing of this, right, they break the Y, they put it back together, a couple little variables before we talk about the squaring part.
Right.
I know in your video you talked a little bit about, hey, if I wanted to hit more of a draw,
yes,
or if I wanted to hit more of a fade,
yes,
how would you make some subtle adjustments if I wanted more, maybe they're more of the slicer, they want more of the right to left pattern versus the fade.
So if you're somebody that hits a fade, right-hander that hits a fade, then you would want to put this Y back together out here at about 10 or 11 o'clock like that, and that ball's turning over right to left.
Yeah, okay.
And if you're the opposite, if you're somebody who has a little bit of hook in your motion, you might not want to put it back together until you're over here at this 8 o'clock position, and that's a little cut ball.
Yeah, gotcha. So feel-wise, more out towards this 10 o'clock would help increase like the draw or reduce the fade. And if we went out towards the 8, that would help increase the fade or reduce the draw.
So that's what that would look like out there.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of a closed face, a little right to left spin action. And then if I pulled it, I think that's the right word. If I pulled it around here, the face is slightly open, and that's going to be more of a cut ball.
I love that. Before we talk about the squaring the face, let's talk about the driver. So we got the timing, Greg, with the irons. Obviously, driver, a little bit of a different ball game.
Absolutely. So YMCA with the irons, Y must come after. That's where we put it back together. And then with the driver, it's going to be YMCA. The Y must get back together at the ball. And so, of course, we want that straight line condition right here, so we get that proverbial 71-inch driver.
Yeah.
Long and straight. So get the Y back together at the ball. Well, if you tried to wait and get it back in line out here with the driver, you're going to hit it right on that.
Hello. Yeah, we see that a lot. So with the driver at the ball, not before the ball, not way out here after, at the ball.
Right there.
Boom.
Nice straight line condition.
And once you get the timing of the release in the hands, the next part we got to talk about is the square part. How to square the club face. If you're tired of hitting great shots on the range, but terrible shots out on the course, the Swing Coach app is exactly how you're gonna fix that. The new Swing Coach app uses AI to automatically detect the real root cause of your swing faults. Now, here's what makes this revolutionary. You get immediate audio feedback after every swing.
Hands at half down, steep by 1. Hands at impact, close by 1.
It automatically identifies your root issue. It then tells you on a scale of 1 to 10 how far off you are from neutral. Imagine knowing on every single swing instantly if you did it right or not and being able to adjust. You would get so much better, so much faster. Now, if you don't know exactly how to fix it or improve it, I'm right there in the app with you, talking you through exactly what to feel and how much to do it in every single part of your swing. Get your free 2-week trial of Swing Coach today. The link is down below. I promise this is gonna change how you practice golf forever.
Ben Hogan said, the left hand leads the right hand and the right hand finally crosses the left as the ball is contacted.
We got the timing portion down. YMCA, love that. The second piece, right, is the squaring.
Yes.
The squaring. Obviously here again, to square the club face, the club face does not get square from our body motions.
No.
It does not get square from our body motion, but it does get square from our arms and hands. I love this part number 2 that you teach, which is the crossover drill.
Yeah, the natural rotation of our forearms and hands. And I call it the crossover. That's where we cross over, where the right arm crosses over the left arm, right here at about right arm parallel.
Okay.
And now you see the shape of that club right now, right? So we got the crossover right here at about right arm parallel. That's squaring the face.
Yes.
That is squaring the face as we're working up the circle as well. So
and
this little action right there.
You're using your arms and hands to do that, and that's okay.
That's absolutely okay. And
necessary.
Again, I say it's a ball and stick sport. We have to hit it.
Hello.
You got to hit it.
Come on, Greg. So the crossover is quite literally, you call it that because it's the right hand crossover visual from the face on.
That's right.
Yeah, and that obviously, like if we took that, keep your hands in there, Greg. If we took that and brought that over to here, you can see from the camera angle that obviously closes the club face.
Absolutely.
Which we need to have in swing.
Absolutely.
And so let's say they get that conceptually. They say, all right, guys, I get the timing. I get this kind of crossover concept. I want to start hitting balls.
Right.
How do I start to train this?
Well, so to train this, hands and arms only, we want to shut off the lower body. And the best way to do that is either put your feet together or pull the right foot back or the trail foot back.
Yep.
And so that would look like this. I've got my trail foot way back. I've shut off the lower body. The only thing I have that I can hit this ball with is hands and arms.
Yes.
And so as this club, because of the way it's built, because of the way it's made, that toe wants to go over if you'll allow it. And this little shot right there, and there's that crossover.
Yeah.
Of course, there's no body in it, so my right arm's a little lower, but if I had my body in it, it might be a little higher.
And so 2 things I think are important there that you mentioned. The toe wants to cross over if you let it.
Yes.
Let that sink in for a second. The toe wants to cross over if you let it. It's our job to let it do that, right?
You see how it hangs? We've got mass on the end of a fulcrum in rotation around a center point. It wants to, when that club gets back to this center point, it wants to do that.
Yeah.
The way it's designed, it
That's
wants to. And too many times we interrupt that process because we're hanging on.
That's
right?
exactly right.
So you got to kind of let go just a little bit.
You got to let go. And the second thing you mentioned, Greg, is you can do another one.
Yeah, this is just how you train it, but this is just a great little
as he's hitting these shots, I want you to see that ball flight. When you're doing this well, especially for someone who hits the ball to the right, Greg's hitting that very square. It's pretty straight, a little bit lower. If you overdid this and it draws a little bit to the left, that would be good. That would be totally okay. We don't want to see the ball.
Just don't want those weak flares out to the right.
Yeah.
And if you hang on or try to pull and don't release, you're going to flare it out to the right and be frustrated all day. I'm going to hit one this time and try to overcook it a little bit.
Okay, yep.
I don't think it's going to go too far left.
So as he's doing this, you see the feet are closer, the right foot's pulled back. He's allowing the crossover with the right arm feeling above the left. Just a little bit of a draw,
but that's okay.
And in order to feel and let your arms go, to let the toe pass the heel, we're taking the lower body action here on purpose. Now, anything in your golf swing, of course, you can overdo or you can underdo. Eric and Greg, if I use my hands, might I overdraw a little bit? Absolutely.
Yes.
You want to get in that lane though first.
Let's get in that lane.
You want to learn what that's like.
Well, I think as golfers, we're always moving the needle. If you get into a draw pattern, you start working fade ideas to move the needle back to the middle. And if you get into a fade pattern, you start working hook or draw ideas to get it back to the middle. So we're always trying to navigate right down the center line. We're always trying to move that needle back to neutral.
Yeah.
Well, when you start overcooking it, well, then you can moderate it a little bit.
Bring it back a little bit. Piece number 3, the last main piece of the puzzle here, which is the hitchhiker. And I like in Greg's video when he was showing this, and you can try this as well, essentially the piece of the hitchhiker would be if I took my lead arm only and I were swinging the club back and through like this. You see this all day on the tee with good players.
You're not even paying attention.
Just naturally doing it.
Just swinging and see what it's doing. Yes.
Getting me somewhere
and it's
here.
Back on plane, working up the plane.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the hitchhiker, I'm assuming, is based on I want this on the way through.
Yeah.
So if I was trying to practice this, Greg, and I know I've got my timing of the Y, got the crossover to feel the arm rotation, and the hitchhiker feels, if someone's starting to learn this, am I just doing lead arm only swings? Any like reference points you would use with this?
Well, I like that lead arm only swings, and you can see the hitchhiker action taking place.
Yeah.
And it's working up the plane, the proverbial plane, the 45-degree incline plane. It's working right up that plane. It's the completion of the release. And oftentimes, here's what you'll notice is, see where the logo on your glove is when you get to the hitchhiker, where it is?
Yeah.
Well, you'll see a lot of guys that fade the ball and they've got Spider-Man wrists where they're shooting webs down range like this, right?
Yeah.
So you see where that hand is? That's a fade. That's going to be blocked right. That's going to be more square. So just that natural hitchhiker motion, if you just threw your thumb up there,
yeah,
it's the natural rotation, external rotation of your upper arm and hand.
And do you like to do it, Greg, like this, where I'm even like more shaft parallel to the ground?
Or, I love it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, a little higher. Yeah, about shoulder high with
so
a hand.
more like
there
this.
Yeah. Okay. You can hit them one-handed or swing one-handed to get the feel of it, and then put two hands on.
So when I come through the bad way, like what we see, what we don't want to have happen, is if I'm coming through and I'm trying to hold on for dear life.
Yes, and look where your elbow pocket is. Look where your elbow is pointed.
Yeah.
That actually probably doesn't feel very good up here in the upper shoulder. That probably kind of stings a little.
It's kind of hard to do.
Yeah, that's not nice.
So the elbow's kind of back, the glove logo and face are up. That would be if I bring this up here, that club face is obviously very open. I want to be able to have that hitchhiker and bring that down and have some natural rotation.
And again, it's letting go. You got to let go. And this is a hang on. This is a control factor to try to hang on. Let it go.
So I've got my Y for my timing. I love that.
You got the Y.
I've got my crossover.
Got the crossover.
I mean, I like that one too.
Yeah, I like that a lot too.
Feet closer, arm back. I mean, if you're watching this and you're not able to curve a ball to the left as a right-handed golfer, you should be doing that crossover drill until that's easy for you. Like every video we do, check your grip, make sure the grip's neutral. But in order to learn how to close the face enough, this would be one you could do forever.
Absolutely.
Very hard to get too good at this. And then obviously I'm going to feel some of these, 1 or 2 or 3. I'm going to hit with 2 hands, but let me get this all the way up to the top. So I'm almost feeling like if I do it right, the arm's going to fold.
Yeah, elbow down. Yeah.
Elbow a little bit more down. I've got that thumb kind of pointed up and back.
You got a nice, beautiful flat wrist back here.
Yeah.
With the logo pointed back behind you.
And if we don't do it in this video, we'll show you B-roll of Greg doing this release on the swing circle. So you could see too that we're talking about getting on plane. on playing with the club.
And I think anybody that steps into that swing planer would feel these feels. You would pick these feels up. You would see the Y back in line. You would feel the crossover at right arm parallel, and then the continuation is the hitchhiker.
And I like that. I mean, obviously, if you guys are doing the crossover, but just to feel this, couple swings with that lead arm only, I'm going to feel that little bit of the elbow down, a little bit of that natural arm rotation. Little 3/4 swing. Golf ball cannot be hit better than that, Mr. Jones. Probably like a 2-yard draw right at my target.
I heard it whistling when it went by.
Love that. So thank you,
Yep.
Mr. Greg Jones again.
Yes.
If you haven't checked out his channel from the first video that we did, we'll put the link down in the description down below. If you want to learn more about the release pattern, we're also going to put a card on the screen for a more detailed video on the wrist angle release, but go check out Greg's channel. That link will be down there. Awesome coach, awesome video. Any questions, leave us a comment down below. If you want to watch more like this, check out this video next.